through a cutscene in this. That's nice. Okay. Time to blow some shit up. Preferably. Okay. Presumably, in the year 2631, something's happened on Earth. Let's just say it involves the Forks Archipelago. That'll do. That sounds like a good setting for a plot. This is our heroes, Lance and Bill. The most heterosexual of names, of course. And look, this Japanese version has a map. Isn't that amazing? Suck on my nuts. Suck on my nuts. Suck on my nuts. Suck on my nuts. Suck on my nutsack, suck on my fucking nutsack. Suck on my nutsack. Suck on my nuts, suck on my nuts. Suck on my nuts, suck on my nuts, suck on my nutsack. Oh, I definitely don't want that power up. Oh, this is not going well. Suck on my nuts, suck on my nutsack, 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 suck on my nuts, suck on my nuts. That's the music. That's the lyrics, the official lyrics. Suck on my nuts. Feel free to join in at home. Suck on my nutsack, suck on my fucking nutsack. Suck on my nutsack. Suck on my nutsack, suck on my nuts. Suck on my nuts, suck on my nuts, suck on my nutsack. Oh, you can't see it? Really? Oh. That is a shame. I'm not sure why that would be, that it's not letting you see it. It's definitely showing on my screen as streaming, so that's strange. I have a Facebook open for the chat so I could actually see comments easier and that kind of business. Suck on my nuts, suck on my nuts. That's the official lyrics again. And hey, cutscenes in between levels, and look at that giant walkie-talkie he's brought with him. We'll get to the official lyrics here as well. In all seriousness though, Contra has some of the best music ever. Suck my fucking nutsack, and suck my fucking nutsack, and suck my fucking nutsack. See? Suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts. Suck my nuts. Suck my nutsack. That's how it goes. Hoist his little horse off to practice yesterday. We gotta build up those vocal chops again. Suck my nut, suck my nut, suck my nut, fucking my nut, suck. You see? There's a real prevalent theme in the lyrics. It's very surprising that they went for that. Like, I don't really see what it's got to do with Contra, but... Suck my nuts! Suck my nuts, suck! Now, when you hear this boss music, this is some of the finest boss music on the NES. I'm gonna turn it up a wee bit for myself. It's really pumpy. In fact, I'll just let it play a wee bit so you can properly hear it without me going constantly. Anyway, isn't that amazing boss music? Modern games could really take a note from this game and go, hey, you know what? Remember when games used to have really interesting, good, catchy soundtracks before everything just became a big orchestral mishmash of nothing? Like, as pumpy as the Dark Souls soundtracks are when you're playing them, I mean, I couldn't hum a single fucking one of the tunes. And a good tune, something you can hum, something you can remember. But like 90% of the Dark Souls soundtrack is just yes, this would be... So, Probotector was the European version of this here. Because in Europe we couldn't be allowed to be shooting people. That's crazy. So instead they turned them all into robots. Which is kind of hilarious. You know. Heaven forbid. You could like literally, you know, go join the army. And then you'd be fine to kill actual people. But heaven forbid you'd kill people in an 8-bit video game. That was, you know, taking a piss, really. Suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my fucking nuts. Suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck my nuts. Oh, this is getting spicy. Ah, it was clutch. Oh, it's just... See, that guy's being an inconvenience for me up there. There he goes. Thankfully the spread gun owns everything. And also, the Spectrum version of this game was called Grisor, for reasons nobody can tell me. I think the name Contra was decided to be controversial for some reason, right? Which is weird, because it's like, okay, Contra is controversial? Why? Apparently something to do with, ah, fuck. This is where it all goes downhill. I always lose that. And then... Look at that sweet, sweet alien there. Nobody playing this game ever seen the movie Aliens, incidentally. Look at this sweet spot here. Stand right there. This guy can't get you. Now this is where things go on tits up, because I've lost the spread, and in these next levels it's incredibly hard to get a power up. Unless you deliberately waste time. I really wish I'd brought a shirt, is what he's saying. Because he's just noticed that the next level's a snowy field after this one. And it's like, why didn't I bring a shirt? Oh, this is awkward. That cannon constantly firing. Well, it's all okay now. See, in these levels you can only get a power-up from a random little red dude that sometimes will come running out. Sometimes. And not every area. Because, fuck you, essentially, is the game's logic. Now maybe I should show off what some of the other weapons are like. See, the thing is, other than the machine gun and the spread gun, the weapons are total dreck. I'll try and demonstrate. One of these wee dudes eventually is going to come out here. Here he comes. So you get the flame, which really awkwardly shoots like that. Isn't particularly stronger, and yeah, it's not as fast as even your regular pea shooter gun. And it's really not accurate, or in fact good, in any way, shape or form. So let's try and get a better weapon. Except that means waiting for some wee random punts to come out. Here he comes. So he's dropped the laser. This is the laser. The laser shoots a long beam. But if you try to rapid fire, it doesn't even leave your gun. See? So you do one long, slow shot. It's kind of powerful-ish. Like that. But at the same time, you're still better with any other weapon that you can get, essentially. Like, especially the machine gun or spread gun. Oh my god! Barriers obviously always handy. Not being able to take damage is a good thing. I think I can get the rapid fire here if I'm lucky. Yeah, I was just playing through the English version the other night there. That was why I was late starting Shenmue, in fact. Suck my nuts! Suck my bollocks! Oh no! Yes! Okay. Now we're back. Now we're back in business. And now I just have to hope not to die. Which is easier said than done. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, I don't want to get the power up this time. Okay, boss time. This one's kind of tricky as well. So you've got these wee dudes that come out as well. And they're weird birdman dudes, some of them. This is the worst boss, because he shoots out these little homing capsules, and he also looks like Optimus Prime's head. So, I doubly hate him for that. As you know, Prime and I are not friends. Ooh, this is getting saucy already. So we're down to one of the heads. There we go. On to level 5. This is where the shit hits the fan. And this could be literally where my game goes to die, because it's after this point where the game starts to get really fucking stingy in the power up front, and I'll probably eat up all my lives and continues. But here we go to the snowfield. And yeah, I do know this game quite well because, yeah, we had Protector on the NES and we like played the ever-loving shit out of that. So I had to make slight amendment to the official lyrics here. Nuts just doesn't fit in this one, so it's suck my fucking dick a dick. Oh god. Suck my nuts, suck my nuts, suck. Bollocks, suck my fucking bollocks, suck my fucking bollocks. See? That was totally wasted life there, by the way. There's that flame shot. As I've said before, it's literally pants, so I don't want that. Suck my dick, suck. That's okay. The added snow effect isn't in the NES version of the game, so it's actually kind of distracting with the bullets and stuff. When you only have your pea shooter, these things are literally impossible to take out. You know, anytime I fight Sniper Wolf and not there, I always use the Nikita in the snowfield fight. It's really cheap with me, but I know you're supposed to technically have a sniper duel with her, but who's gonna do that? Oh shit! Damn, it's way more aggressive in the Famicom version. 2 seconds, I've just realised that to stir my mince for the lasagna. I like the way the snow's still going there. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. That was awkward. Ah, the snowstorm stopped. Good. And now we're heading towards the boss. Mercifully, the boss in this level is a total pussy, and hopefully I don't die to that now. Because you can shoot and get killed by your spread as well. And on to level 6, which in the UK version, or American version, Western version, whatever, is known as the Energy Zone. Presumably it's all stocked up on Lucozade. Oh no, sorry to hear about your diet, Luis. What reasons that there did they give? Is it just like for your heart and stuff, or blood pressure, or what? Suck my dick sack, suck my nutsack, suck my left nutsack, suck my right nutsack, suck my left nutsack. Suck my dick in the dick. Suck my nutsack. Suck my nutsack. Suck my nutsack. Suck my nutsack. Suck my baby nutsack. Oh shit, did you see that bullet? That was fucking close. The enemies can be cruel, to say the least, in this game. Because I can also maybe jump over here and be instantly leaping into one of those guys spawning and shooting a bullet too. Plus there's even dicks just leaping through the roof. And as you can see, some of the platforming there is really clutch. Like, you have to be pixel perfect with that jump or you're fucked. This is a favourite part for everybody. Speedrunners of course jump up there and won, but I'm not a speedrunner. Okay, this is also a spicy moment. Because you basically want to be able to get that and not get fucking torched, obviously. The only thing with barrier is you really never know when it's gonna run out. That's a shame then. That probably means lasagna's right off the menu, doesn't it? What about the Japanese food? And here's this crap robot guy. Oh shit, he jumps in way more awkward fashion in the Japanese one. But he's also a pussy, apparently. He also sometimes throws these little discs at you, which he throws in such a pattern. Ooh, there's a different sprite. Ha! Okay, this is new. All of these in-between cutscenes are new, but I had never thought that I was going to see him shooting the gun at the screen for no reason. I'm sorry to hear that about your diet, Louise. Does that mean you can't even really like take much Japanese food? Because I imagine, well, no, they say some of it's actually quite healthy. Hard to know. So I think this is called the Hangar Zone in the Western versions. And this place sucks. Oh shit, look at the pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This level's got a lot of cruel tricks. There's little carts, you can ride on them, but if you touch them from any other side, you die. Cause Contra. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped. Oh, nearly walked straight into that one again. This is another incredibly clutch jump. See? And down there, the spikes of those things, they really just randomly kind of shoot down. Like, look at that one. I do not know what the rhythm is supposed to be that one, and that's why I don't take the bottom route if I can avoid it. And if I do, I usually lose a lot of lives. Oh shit! Backpack dudes! Suicidal backpack dudes. This bit's brilliant, by the way. So you're already dealing with this, right? Then you got this, and if you've only got your pea shooter, that's... Ah, fuck my asshole! Well, now things are bad. Oh god. It's all gone tits up right now. So this is technically a boss, by the way. And, okay, I just lost a life to it. That might be the first time that's ever happened. But it's incredibly easy, that boss. Like, it may as well not even show up to the party. No red meat. Yeah, dumplings. Okay, so it's pork, so that should be alright. I suppose stuff that's not, like, fried and too much, and like rice is obviously always going to be alright for you and stuff like that there. Just so things that aren't too salted. The problem being that salt is in so much food nowadays. And here we are in the last level where the developers never ever sing anything by H.R. Geiger. Oh shit, I need that power up. I've wasted the barrier. Well, I've stopped adding salt to my, to food most of the time now. Like, I don't even add it to lasagna. There we go, I've just lost the only decent gun I had there. Back to the pea shooter. And this is where you really need something other than the pea shooter. Because these here little things all shoot out, like, those little homing things, like if they're on the screen for like more than a second, then they like pretty much zoom in on you for what is almost guaranteed to be instant death at that stage. But I've got spread now, so provided I don't fuck up a jump, I should be alright here. Do you like the way the whole level's a writhing, horrific mess? And look at those penisy things on the roof. Let's just kill those off from up here, safely. I'm exactly missing the right angle for this here, by the way. Well, it's the same even like in R-Type and everything, like 80s video game developers were just like, Geiger, that's where it's at. And we're coming up to the final boss, believe it or not, already. And now it's really becoming a pulsating nightmare. And those definitely aren't facehuggers, I'd like to point out. Now the boss relies on these not facehuggers to defend itself. Oh shit! But you can take them out for safety, or you could just focus on the heart, but I like to take them out for safety. Plus I'm also damaging the heart regardless. I think it should be about to have a car on me. There we go. Game beaten. No Konami code, because I'm a real American hero. I just realized I didn't do a Suck My Nuts variant of that tune. I feel kind of bad about that. This here scene is the ending on the NES Western versions. It's just literally the helicopter flying away. It doesn't even go black and white. It just flies away. Helicopter, island explodes, and yeah, then you get the, well, you get a congratulations message. You don't just go instantly into the credit roll. But there you go, that's Contra. A game that some people act like you can only beat with Konami code. Those people are fucking idiots. Or haven't grown up playing this game for 30 years, one or the other. But it's quite doable, like I mean... I think we can permit the joyful music when we've, you know, won and all that business. Special thanks to, hopefully, me. Ah, Shimioed, he's always getting thanks. Shimoide. And it's the game over music. I do really hate when you beat a game and then it says game over. That always annoys me. But at least this one doesn't say game over. It just starts you all over again. So, I'll not start a second loop, because nobody wants to see that. Anyway, I'm gonna go stir the mince for my lasagna. Don't know why I said that in such a questioning manner. And I can show you Super C, which is the sequel, which I'm not very good at, so there'll be a lot of deaths here. Yeah, why not though? These things happen. So, as you might be able to see, Super C looks a lot like the original Contra. And that's because it is a lot like the original Contra. Woo! First death by playing crappily. I'm sure you're wondering why I didn't just turn around and shoot him. The answer would be because I was stupid. I was clumsy. And I could probably do with every extra life I can get in this one, because, like I said, I don't really notice one at all. And that's what happens when you're shit. Ah, fuck. Just lost potentially my only good power up there. I don't know why there's just grenades being thrown out of that building, but it's happening. Oh, please give me something good. And my prayers have been answered. Spread gun time, baby. Those grenades are really annoying. Oh, I didn't even notice that bullet initially. So, here comes the first boss. Which we want to try and destroy before it goes off screen here. And as you can see, they come out in a really irritating pattern. Down it goes. And look, it's not even giving me an extra life. So this is the first one to start doing top-down stages instead of those weird over-the-shoulder base stages. Definitely a lot stingier with the extra lives. I'd have had like 10 million extra lives. Oh, there's one. Speak of the devil. A second. Did the stream die? No, the stream shouldn't be dead. And now we've got 2 tanks. Trying to find that sweet spot so that I couldn't get hit by... Oh, this guy's annoying me. Oh, sorry to hear it keeps dropping out in you, Louise. I'm not sure why the stream keeps dropping. Like, I know my connection's been a bit shit this weekend, but it shouldn't be dying. Oh, now we're getting the fidgety bits. As you can probably tell, I'm definitely not as good at this one. Let's move up a bit. Now we got the Bridge of Death. Let's just play this safe. Speedrunner would just run straight up there, but I'm not a speedrunner, as I've pointed out before. Speedrunners are good at games. And this will be our boss of this level. Who is... Whoa! Lag! Lag is the last thing you want in a Twitch reflex shooter. That's literally impossible to play, whatever fucking problem's going on here. Are you seeing how stuttery that is? Jesus Christ. Well, that's great emulation. Thank you very much. This is really the last kind of game you want to have fucking stuttering. Ah. Ain't that some shit? And I'm stuck with this fucking popcorn gun. Now, it's definitely better than the flame cannon in the first game, but it's also still shit. Oh, this ain't good. Oh. There we go. Oops. That lag was fucking outrageous though. I'm a bit pissed off about that. Instead, if there's one kind of game you do not need to have lag on your emulation, it's a fucking shoot 'em up. You know, the original NES would have had slowdown, but not fucking lag. Slowdown's kind of different because you're still fully in control, but it wasn't stuttering the entire screen. I know that sounds a bit contradictory, but trust me, there is actually a difference when you're playing it. Yeah, I don't like this. That's better. You can't quite get... Oh, you can. Never taunt the enemies. Lesson learnt. Right, is this where it goes to die again? That's ridiculous, come on! I can't control this properly! This is fucking ridiculous! Oh, Lord above. Well, that's less than convenient. I should write to my MP about this bad emulation. This is literally going to be unbeatable, like, if it's continuously like that. Like, that's impossible. That stuttering is literally making this unplayable. I'm outraged. I paid money, cash money for this. So I could literally have all my continues fucking wasted here because somebody forgot how to learn how to program. Oh shit. Well, now it's really tits up. Now I have no spread. Instead I've got my popcorn gun here. Do you like the way that gun can't be damaged until you progress far enough for the game to actually register that it's not a background tile and that it is in fact something that you can hit? I don't. I just was pointing it out. There we go. You can kind of use this explosion to some advantage here. Not much though. Do. Oh, he's not fully loaded enough to be hit there. That's good. I like that. Oh, fuck all I can do. I can't fucking properly see when the bullets are coming because the frames actually render some of the bullets invisible. It's amazing. Somebody thought this was acceptable. I can't do anything about this. Oh my god. Well, there you go. That's Super C, except it's unplayable. Like, you literally can't do anything about how fucking laggy that is. That's unbelievably full of shit. Fuck that. And fuck Konami for putting that out and thinking that it was alright. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll show off a bit of Contra 3. Since I was only supposed to be playing Contra 1, here's a wee bit of Contra 3. Oh, I'm a run and gun specialist. That's a trophy I just got there now. I should let you see, pardon me, the intro to this one. I said I should let you see the intro to this one. There we go. That's not the intro. Right. When I said I should let you see the intro to this one, this is what I meant. Really? They dropping frames, Andy? Because, like, I mean, it's really, for games like Mega Man and Contra, for them to be dropping frames at all, it just defeats the purpose of you playing them, like, in an enjoyable manner. Well, it was a bad weather day in Contra City. The Alien Wars begin! Exclamation mark. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. For some reason, let's attack passively wasn't accepted as the slogan. God help us. I'm gonna repeatedly die here, because if this is anything like what I just went through there, then this will be impossible too. Let's pause it. It's already off to a slow start. That's not great. I wonder are they aware? Oh god. Oh god, it's already got slowed down. Oh fuck. Like, see the way it's stuttering as I reach the edge of the screen? That's not supposed to be the case. That's really not supposed to be the case. This is terrible! Oh my god! It's like running on a fucking phone emulator or something. In fact, a phone emulator might run better than this shit. That's fucking... Seriously? Is this actually for real? I wonder if, like, display settings would change anything. Pixel perfect. Maybe that makes it run better. But this is actually outrageous if they think this is acceptable. Oh no, it's a normal mode. Nobody wants to be playing in normal mode. No, it's still stuttering. It's literally still stuttering. That's fucking ridiculous. Well, I guess that means that the only game you can actually play is the original fucking Contra. Like, literally only the NES and Famicom version of the first Contra is playable. Because having this here stutter like this here, it's just literally gonna make most of the game impossible. I like the way this guy's been hiding in the building. And also didn't think that you could, you know, step out behind him. Well, it's gotta be this. Let's strike an action hero pose at least. And listen to those sweet explosion effects. And you know it's on normal mode if you can actually kill these giant meatball things. Huh. Oh, the alien dog face things? Yeah. They tend to freak people out. As you can see, this city's got problems right now. You see? Even more slowdown. Come on, screen stuttering. This is fucking ridiculous. Maybe it's because but I really doubt that. This is a boss, by the way. A stinking boss, some would say. He really doesn't take that very well. Suck my nuts, suck my nuts. So, now for this game's weird top-down levels, and I wonder how poorly these are emulated. I love the music here, by the way. Kind of looks like a top-down F-Zero course. What do you hear this, though? So you spin the camera because that's not kind of, you know, gonna give you any form of sickness. Oh, trouble. Of course, I knew that guy was trouble when he walked in. Ba, 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 ba. Bricks over here this time, I think, from what I recall. Yeah. As I recall, there was a horror film. Oh, definitely don't want any of those guns. They're shit. And this guy falls from the sky to wreck our day. Kind of spins around after you, shoots at you a bit. He's fidgety. And after you do a certain amount of damage to him, he starts to fall from the sky. Because why not? Although if I can get enough damage on him here, I can take him out. Like I said, this is an easier difficulty since I hit reset. So I was so disgusted by the stuttering. Like, I mean, even that there, like, he wasn't shooting at the proper rate he should be shooting at. There was literally, like, frames being dropped there. I'm gonna have a Google about this to see if this has been a complaint yet, because this is a fucking disgrace. Like, it's supposed to be a Contra anniversary collection, and you're talking, like, on the very first level of one of the most popular games in the series, they're stuttering. On the second level of the second entry in the series, they're stuttering. Like, almost rendering it unplayable. Unless you're using save states, and like that, again, defeats the fucking purpose of these games, really. Now this level's fucking brilliant. Everything about this level's brilliant. Listen to the music, it's brilliant. Now you've got these fucking insect things trying to drag you to your death. And listen to that music. I really should have got that second crash shot for the boss, but here we go. And that guy we just killed, he's not done. Now he comes back. Ah, that was a poor death. The smart bombs are kind of handy, but they are lagamuffins. I think speedrunners don't even shoot at these missiles, they just literally know the exact positioning to be through, so that they don't hit you. I can't do that. So this guy comes back. But as you can see, he's a bit of a pain in the arse. And I'm going to lose all my lives here because I'm not playing well. Yep. Well, I'd like to show you more of that level. But I'd probably fucking die to the lag anyway. Is it improving? No. See, I go, is it improving any? And then the game just like instantly decides, nope, can't be having any improvements here. Gotta have stuttering frames. That jump button input wasn't red there, for instance. Not bad. I mean, sure, it's only a game where one hit kills you, you know? So dropping frames isn't like, you know, isn't an important detail or anything like that. Flamethrower kind of trivializes this part. See? Whee! I'd truly like to show. My voice broke there. I'd truly like to show you the whole of this game, but I can't bring myself to play it if it's this fucking laggy. I really can't. Like, with all this dropped frames and all, I just wouldn't be enjoying myself. And while I will have many deaths playing through this, even if they manage to patch this here so that it's not running like absolute fucking trunks, I will still, you know, be having a better time and know that all my deaths are my own fault rather than dropped fucking frames. You can see this guy's a bit of an asshole. Ah, fuck, I wanted that part. This is an easy place to farm for lives. You can just let these guys repeatedly come out, kill them, and get points for extra lives. Just FYI. Takes forever, like, but... Oh, that was good. That wasn't spazzy at all. Now without the double crush missiles, the next boss is going to be a total pain in the hole. Homing missiles are useless. That's one of the cooler bosses, but hey, how about that struttering, huh? That's not going to cause any issues. And now look at them, they're legless, they can't do shit. So, killed two little skeletons. Unfortunately now their dad's here and he's ripping that you've killed his kids. And he's really raging, you see. And then he drops bombs. Because he's just that angry. Well, look what happens. He loses his head over it all. I also thought that drawing was particularly poor. It looks like the thing's arms coming out of its mouth, and it's really not supposed to be. It's just not been drawn very well. Oh, Sheila, that's very grumpy sounding. Oh, I didn't mean to get that power up. These things give you millions of points for some reason. I don't know why. This is a pretty happening level. Oh, I didn't mean to hit smart bomb. You can also destroy these. They take quite a few hits, and I think I just missed the power up I wanted. That was a luxury goose you just heard, Sheila, or Louise, sorry. And yeah, you just stay there and he can't get you. This guy sends his goons out to kill you while he jumps about like an idiot. He's irritating. Literally no point killing those things, by the way. Yeah. I really shouldn't have been killed by that, but there you go. That was sloppy playing. I can't play the game for that one, sorry. This guy kind of oddly leaps about, because why not? He also shoots missiles at you, but it's hard to see them when you shoot them down so quickly. They're like little homing missiles. Oh, I've not actually followed the lyrics to this here. I'll have to like look up the FAQ to see what the lyrics are to this one. And I'm missing the good weapon to have for this here as well. So now this rocket pack asshole's coming in to visit. And he just rocket packed me to death. You prick! Ah, bollocks and suck my dick. That's not the lyrics, by the way. Suck my nuts. So, I can't pretend to be enjoying this here with all the fucking stuttering issues, so... Whilst I'm at it... What's he grabbing onto, the ceiling spot? He's holding the missile, Andy. You literally are holding the missiles there. Anyway, sorry, I will show you what the Mega Drive version's like then. Or Genesis if you're a fucking heathen. Here we go. So the Mega Drive version has 4 playable characters. I've never really played this one, I'd like to point out. Actually, I should have checked what the controls are, but then they're not actually going to be relevant to the... Maybe a wolf in shades or a tiny little robot. Let's play as the regular human dude. With that brilliant Mega Drive speech. Our security system has been breached by an unknown hacker. Alright. An unmanned robot is running rampant throughout the city. Alright. I want you to proceed to the area ASAP and restore order. Okay. Now this one's ridiculous, by the way. It's both ridiculously difficult fast and it is like it's almost entirely like a boss rush, this one. There are some bits of shooting enemies, but a lot of it's set pieces and bosses and stuff. It's kind of nuts. As you'll see. Ah, fuck. Well, this is off to a piss-proof start. This is one of the few games where it's actually easier to play the Japanese version, because in the Japanese version you actually take 3 hits before you die. Whereas for some, I think it was like to try and stop being able to beat people, or people being able to beat games in a single rental, they decided to just make this one ridiculously hard for the European and American release, so that literally, look at this big dork. I love the way he kind of just jumps about from side to side there, like derp. But as you can see, this one's fucking ridiculous. So we jump over here, and hey, there's another one of these things. But no, it turns out this one's an enemy. And it tries to kill us before it gets shot. Because it turns out somebody else wants to kill us instead. That's not the unmanned robot. Somebody's inside that thing. And it turns out who's inside this here is Jeremy Beadle. I might have made that part up. Well, looks like he's dead. No, he's having a bit of a chuckle. Turns out he's alive. Oh, you cheeky monkey. This one's ridiculous. But it actually seems to be running smoother. I'll beat the level anyway, just to show you getting beaten. And maybe I'll try using the girl. Sheena? I wonder if it's Sheena Easton. Oh, it started me back here. Well, that's like the worst place it could have started me. Cheers, assholes. I like the poor animation on her run. That's good. So this is when, like I said, at this point, and from this point onwards, the official sequels to Contra just more or less just become boss rushes. There's maybe an odd bit of platforming and shooting in between, but then by and large you're just fighting bosses and you just have to just get used to mini boss after mini boss after mini boss followed by a main boss. So God knows what her weapons are like. Well, that doesn't seem very handy. Oh! And that's a laser. Bit of a frame drop there at one point, so I guess this game's also going to be problematic too. That's not the unmanned robot. Somebody is inside that thing. Oh god, I just realised what I've done there. So you can't switch weapon whilst holding shoot, by the way. Because if you do, then it toggles, because this is the Mega Drive. And they were worried that you might be playing using the 3-button controller. They make it so that if you hit the button to change weapons in between shooting, it instead switches between your aim mode. So you have to not be holding shoot to switch weapons, which is really kind of bollocksy. Can anyone help me with the name of PS1 disc which has SNES Classic? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, man. You may need to elaborate. But anyway, there we go. That's pretty much all the Contras that I can really show. Pro Protector, they actually have thrown on the Pro Protector versions of those games. No real reason. And then there's some Japanese versions of games which are essentially unnecessary, like the Japanese versions of the arcade games, the NES version, Pro Protector, the Game Boy, and Hardcore. Yeah, there you go. I'll show the Game Boy version because I've not actually shown that off yet, which is Operation C. I actually did have this for a while when I was growing up, and it didn't actually have a Pro Protector version, which is strange. And I have played through all this one before. Oops. Well, that's literally the most pathetic start I've ever seen. That's like the end of the first fucking mushroom in Mario. Let's not let that happen, huh? Rewriting history. And in this one, your gun actually does get upgraded if you collect 2 versions of the same gun. But there's already dropped frames there as well. Like, the Game Boy's got slowdown, don't get me wrong, but I know the difference between dropped frames and slowdown. I don't know if there was a PS1 compilation that actually had the Game Boy version, dude, or the SNES version or anything like that. Not to the best of my knowledge, anyway. Oh, nuts. I didn't want to get that. I really didn't want to get that. Now, I know what you're thinking, a homing weapon could be good, but I don't really tend to like homing weapons. But it's better than the flame, I guess, because the flame's always the worst weapon. There's the spread again. Yeah, I'll stick with the homing weapon for now. I would have originally played the European versions of the game, the Pro Protector games. And here's our first boss. You can tell the music isn't quite as pumpy as the NES original boss music. It sort of sounds more like somebody's playing it on the stylophone, but this was the Game Boy, so we can forgive them for that, can't we? Now, as this was the Game Boy, that meant that they didn't really do any of the base stages, so instead we get the top-down ones, but at least it's not the from-behind things. Those weird kind of like over-the-shoulder stages, thankfully, aren't in this here. So this looks a lot like the level in the NES one that was giving me trouble due to the fucking dropped frames, making it almost impossible to play. And if you didn't think that thing was coming after us, you've never played a video game before. Not to be too patronizing about it. There's another spread gun, nearly died. And I'm on the wrong side to get the power up. Nice! So, I'm gonna have to see if there's any mention online, like I said, see if they're gonna patch, well, this whole collection, so it doesn't drop as many frames, because otherwise it's a bit scandalous. And here we go. It's boss time. sweet boss music. Oh, the music's liberally being borrowed from the NES version then. Oh, I didn't mean to get that. Presumably, people are pushing giant meatballs down that mountain. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Oops. You can't actually drop them down then in this version. That's kind of awkward. Also, your jump is surprisingly more vertical reach than you'd think. Oh, there's the old homing missile. Oh, I could actually reach up there, it turned out. Huh. Again, the vertical reach in your jump is surprisingly high in this game. Oh god, no! I shouldn't have been looking at the comments. God damn it. Richard, you wouldn't believe how sloppy this collection is. I've just found out from playing Super C. There's so many dropped frames, it literally makes the second boss practically unplayable. It's disgusting, and Super Contra has the same sort of issue as well. Hi, you are? Oh, I'm shit at games, help me. Whee! It doesn't seem to be as bad with Contra Hardcore, but I've not really got much experience playing it, and it's balls to the walls fucking difficult. It's a total letdown, yeah. So basically, Super Contra, or Contra 3, or whatever you want to call it, like, probably my favourite of the series, rendered practically unplayable from it. Oh no, I've got the worst gun! I love the way the Contra guys run without using their, like, Oh, I'm not actually sure what killed me there. Something killed me. And, wow, he literally jumped so high that that guy's always hitting me no matter what. That's interesting. That seems fair. That's fair. That was unusual hit detection, but there you go. Well, you can kill the first mini-boss by standing still, but yeah, I literally, like, I've never really properly played Contra Hardcore, so it just seems brutal. Like, it's also got that whole thing where it's kind of like Alien Soldier on the Mega Drive, where it's just like boss fight after boss fight after boss fight, and there's not actually a lot of run and gun sections, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's really cool, and some of the boss designs, from what I've seen before, seem to be really, really excellent, but at the same time, it's almost not the same kind of game. Does that make sense? And it was sort of the same with, oh, what's the one that I've got in the PS2? Shattered Soldier? It sort of does the same thing, where, it's mainly more of a boss rush than run and gun sections. There's like a couple of run and gun bits. Oh, that was an awkward place to be. Shattered Soldier is brilliant, but it's also ridiculous, like... Oh, suck my nuts. What was I thinking? Anyway, I should probably read up because I've got that lasagna to finish off cooking at this stage. Ah, leave me alone. Right, off he-sods for the rest of the level. Whoa! Don't know why I wasn't prepared for that turret there. Well, this is another failed effort. Oh god, I forgot that I was gonna jump up as high as that. Suck my nuts. Game at end? Yes, I think we'll game at end. Oh, I didn't show off the shitty arcade Contras, because the arcade Contras, it's no other way to put it, they're just not as good. They've got really awkward controls with the aiming. It's like hard to describe. It's like trying to do analog aiming with a digital controller, so it's very imprecise and wonky. And it all just feels kind of shittier, but I'll show it off. So, Arcade Contra. It's nice though, it's literally just a MAME ROM, you can tell. So the only way I can describe the aiming is it kind of has like an awkward kind of in-between when you're trying to shoot that out, right? Where first of all there's the jumpings like that, right? And secondly, it's like you're kind of in between angles when you move between straight ahead and upright. You'll like have in between kind of shots with your regular gun, and it just makes it so much more awkward than it needs to be. And sure, it may technically look better, but you're really better playing the Famicom or NES version because it just isn't all that fun, this one. And you could also argue that the level design's better in the NES one as well. The stage was longer, for instance. And these here have really killer time limits, and you also have to run to the right or the left for some reason. Not that it actually adds anything to the gameplay in doing so, but, you know, the NES actually kind of perfected it. And this sounds like it's being played on a cheesier organ. Oh, something actually hit me there, and I'm not sure how, but it did. And oh boy, this is where the really fidgety aiming comes into it, by the way. Well, there we go. Barrier looks weird as hell in this. And I just accidentally got the flame shot. Game over. GG, as the kids say. And look at some of that fucking awkward platforming. Oh, my spread! And there you go, that's the end of this level already. And, yeah, you don't have any giant xenomorph head. Just those awkward wee ones there. Well, it's the same idea. You find a safe spot and then you shoot up. And we're back to one of these horrible stages. Terrible. I could quite easily die before the time limit's reached here. You can sort of see that's just fidgety as all hell trying to hit that. That was oddly unbalanced there. Oops. And yeah, you can also credit feed your way to the end if you want to here. This is just fidgety. They put a massive cardboard box in the way for some reason. Same idea though. Oh, I forgot about this. Ah. Damn you, wonky aiming, can't we all just get along? Now the Optimus Prime heads. Which are somehow even worse with this here version, because trying to precisely aim is just hell on earth. Ah! Fuck your mother. Yikes. God damn you, Optimus Prime heads. You can see this is just going hella awkwardly for me. I'll have to get good at this version at some point though, and learn how to do the precise aiming necessary for these parts where... Otherwise, it just feels like so awkward trying to aim with your gun like in a straight line up to these guys. Holy crap! They certainly go overboard here on that. The hit detection's a lot more generous on the NES version of these bosses, let me tell you. How about that for slowdown, huh? Credits come, credits come. And here's the terrible snow stage. I wonder how bridged this stage is. Oh, there's the boss from the NES version. It's just casually here now. Okay. Hey, shouldn't you be at the end of the level? That's fidgety as fuck. I guess they just wanted to take all your quarters at this point. Or 50p's or whatever. Ah, he's practically invincible because he was off camera. I love it when games do that. Oh, those! They're back! Same problem. If you have any weapon... Okay, maybe this is more powerful now. Or possible now. Not much, actually, by the looks of things. Okay. Hey, it's this guy. He's the boss of level 6. What are you doing here? This is weird. Well, that was good. The end. Wow. Anyway, that's enough Contra for me today. I'm still absolutely gobsmacked by how bad the port is for Super C. It's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. I'll show it again for Richard's entertainment, and then I'll stop. That'll have been enough Contra for me. They really couldn't have like dropped you off at a more convenient location of that helicopter. I like the way they literally make you jump out of it like, you know, hundreds of feet into the air. See, first level, so far so good, right? All seems fine. Wait till you see level 2, boss. Oh, you're playing this a lot more carefully. Oh, I should have destroyed that by now. Ah, fuck this. So far so good. This is where it turns to absolute dog shit. Where do you see the boss here, Richard? And tell me if I'm just exaggerating or if I'm right that this is absolute fucking bullshit that they let this be released. Not the NES game, by the way, just this port. Spreading away in the USA. Oh, he learnt. So watch this shit, Richard. Literally look at the state of this here. Look at that! That's ridiculous! If I want to fire my gun, it's game over. GG. Like, shooting your gun just causes the entire game to shit itself. Even when there's only 2 guns, or even only 1 gun, it still does it. It still makes it more or less unplayable. It's total horseshit. It's total horseshit. Even when you respawn, it's dropping so many frames, it's hard to even figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Somebody thought this was acceptable. Somebody thought that was acceptable. That's fucking ridiculous. I hate to beat a fucking dead horse over it, but I can't believe that they actually released it in this state. Like, this is supposed to be a compilation of the best, you know? And it literally plays that poorly. Like, even for Castlevania games, which are kind of slower paced and more methodical, you still need to have twitch reflexes at point. This here is not even letting you do that either, you know, like, I mean, for something like this here where a frame can be the difference between survival or not. A single drop frame can cause you to lose a life. It just shouldn't be even a thing. This stage kind of reminds me of a Mega Drive game called Game Ground. It was like a kind of weird top-down shootery thing. Hello, can you stop dropping frames, please? No, we can't. Sorry, sir. You'll have to do it with these dropped frames. Oh, but there's only one enemy. Can I have, like, less dropped frames now? No. Tough shit, sir. Literal bollocks. Literal bollocks. Astounding bollocks. Disgust is my word for that. Disgust. Well, on the good news, my lasagna's looking pretty tasty. Can you tell I'm not happy about the, like, dropped frames, by the way? I don't know if anybody's picked up on that yet. I thought I was making it quite subtle, so maybe I need to spell it out more. Yeesh. Yeah. Sheila's a big fan of Contra games, but she's not a fan of dropped frames. She's like, I can't believe it's acceptable in this day and age. She's very precise about that kind of thing, it's weird. There's Charlie hiding in the trees. You know, it'd be really good if there was like a cheat code to get camouflage from the old Stan Ridgway song out to support you here. He could start swatting the enemies with a palm tree, like he does in the song. A ghostly marine. Eesh. Oh, a bit stingy in the old weaponry front there. Oh yeah. That was the last thing I wanted to happen. Yeesh! Wait for him to shoot again, will I? Okay. Whee! Ah, you're jump. I hate when you change your AI routine. Could you give me a fucking chance, buddy? Yay! No, that wasn't really a boss. That was a mid-boss. And now it's going all Super Girls and Ghosts. Or rather, Super Girls and Ghosts is going all this game. No, I can't actually drop frames for any of that. That was just my own incompetence there. Ah! What the hell? They've included an auto fire mode? That seems a bit cheaty. I mean, sure, it would save your fingers, but that's not the point. Do you mind? Again, believe it or not, this game's actually not that hard. Aside from drop frames. And this fucker. That thing needs to go back to Russia. We definitely don't want the laser. Do you mind? And you. What? Yeesh. Fuck. Again, that was just bad playing on my part. The annoying thing about that boss is the longer the battle goes on, the less opportunity he gives you to hit him. That's what I was going to say there. Sorry. It's kind of hard to talk and play Contra at the same time, I just realized. What? God damn it. Oh, that was clutch. But hey, at least the earthquake seemed to have stopped. I've obviously stopped fracking in this area. These things are annoying as all hell. And something's gonna happen here when I take out that last turret, I assume. Or not. Suck 'em nuts, suck 'em nuts, suck 'em nuts, suck 'em nuts. This area sucks all ass, by the way. Because these things shoot out bubbles. Killer bubbles. And you see, Lance and Bill, despite being the best the military's got to offer, hate bubbles. Bath time must be very difficult for them. Oh yeah, that. That's many a cheap death has happened to those things before, I can assure you. Again, you probably farm for lives here as well with these eagle men. Or if you want to give them a proper translation, eagle mans. Ah, forgot about the fucking barrels. GG. GG. And just in time for a boss. And hey, it's those weird little orange and red balls from the Optimus Prime heads. They're back! By popular demand. I love the sound of that siren, by the way, it's amazing. Wah! Wah! Oh shit! Well, that's me shit out of luck. The laser is like more of a penalty than a power-up. It's like getting the torch in Ghouls and Ghosts. Or Ghosts and Goblins, or... Well... GG. Game over. And it wouldn't have been game over, by the way, if level 2 was actually playable. But, hey. There we go. There's the Contra collection for you. It kinda runs like shit. It's so disappointing. I didn't show off Super C, sorry. I'll show you Super C as well. Arcade version. So, we were just looking at the NES version. This will be the last one I show.
1 year after the battle with the mysterious Red Falcon organization, it seems to be free, but however, the quest for freedom continues. ... Mock, mock, a mock. Scabba dabba dabba.
Definitely not seen aliens.
Ah!
That's not seizure inducing. So again, this has... So, look at... If I try to aim between... to diagonally up, there's a kind of half frame that he shoots in between, and it just feels terrible. And it really doesn't help when you're trying to be precise. So again, play the NES version, except not on this collection, where it, you know, runs like crapola. I also like the way in the arcade version there's no way to distinguish what gun you're about to get, because there's no like letter to tell you. So it's like, that could be anything. Like that could be cheesy Watsits for all we know. I wish it was cheesy Watsits. And yeah, for some reason the enemies are like aliens. disguised as soldiers that explode into weird pasta. Do I have hardcore? Well, it's on this collection. I'm really shitty at it, and I've shown it off earlier on the stream. But yeah, from what I can tell, it doesn't seem to have the drop frames problem of, what do you call it? Contra 3 or Super Contra or whatever. It doesn't seem to have the frame issues. From what I can tell. But I don't know the game as well as I would know Super C and Contra 3 or Super Pro Protector or whatever. I don't know it as well as that, so I couldn't tell you if there's the same kind of issues of drop frames making it borderline unplayable. My main issue is that I just totally suck at it. You can see this boss is a wee bit more challenging because it's the arcade version, to say the least. Like, this has all sorts of armor plating, so you can't actually even get to the turrets initially. It's really awkward. I'm not good at the arcade version of this at all. Anyway. I hate to say it though, but my main advice would be don't get the Contra collection for the PS4, at least anyway. I don't know if the PC version's got the same issues or if this is on the Switch and it has the same issues, but until they fix the problem with the drop frames and lag, then literally there's no way I could like honestly recommend this here with good conscience. Was that enough explosions for you there? I'm not sure. Oh no! Look how crap this gun is. It's that legendary bad laser, and you can't properly shoot diagonally up with it, so that makes it even more useless. Which is actually kind of impressive, because like it's beyond pants on the NES version, and they somehow made the laser even worse on the arcade version. So hats off to them. And yeah, you actually have to fight this here wall on the arcade version here. From what I recall, by the way, there's oh god, look how bad the stream is. I've only just noticed how bad the stream quality is. My apologies. And yeah, the top-down stages are still in the arcade version, and they're still not all that enjoyable, but still better than... You get like some sort of item crash in this here one. I don't know how you actually use it though. There you go. Apparently you just hit a button. That kind of renders it redundant. Because I guess you can't actually stock it up then if it just fires out whenever you have it. But you see, so there I am trying to shoot. If you're trying to shoot after somebody that's like chasing after you, you can't just diagonally move towards them and shoot, because the gun takes a second to catch up with your movement, which is hideous. Like, I'm literally, see how long it actually takes him when I move to the top left before the gun actually starts catching up with me and moving or shooting in the same direction? It's a nightmare. You know, the first time I ever played this arcade was in Thunderland. And then I never seen it again. But yeah, Thunderland used to have all sorts of arcade games. And hey, this isn't full of lag, so, you know, if it can emulate the arcade version, then how come it can't emulate the NES version properly? And there's only one answer, and that is sloppy porting. And yeah, you only get like 2 continues or 3 continues. Anyway, as much as I do love Contra, I can't recommend this collection. I really can't. I'm sorry. Oh wait, there's one thing I didn't show off about Contra Hardcore. And that is the Japanese version. In fact, as I said, you actually take multiple hits in this version. You can take 3 hits. They made it easier. Which is to be appreciated because this one is ridiculously hard. But I'll show it off very quickly. Yeah. Go kill something. You're playing Contra. That's essentially what he said. I like the way you show up in the bin lorry. That's kind of awkward the way he just goes grok. But there, I would have been 2 lives down already. God, the thing I cannot get used to in this here is the fact that if you try to change weapons whilst shooting, basically the game just doesn't know what to do, so it just freezes you in place. It's terrible. Not that the game's terrible, I just think that that was a pretty bad design choice. They should have just specifically had this game in mind for the 6-button Mega Drive controller, so that you could actually have a dedicated button for switching between your aim and style. Yeah, in the European version of this game and the North American or Western releases of this game, 1 hit kills you in this here. The Japanese version, which was the first version to come out as far as I'm aware, you could take 3 hits. They only brought it down to the fact that you could only take 1 hit, basically to try and discourage people renting the game and beating it in a single, in a single weekend. Which, to be fair, with this game wouldn't have been much of an issue anyway, because this also has, like, you know, 3 different paths through it. So it would have been much less likely to happen, but there you go. Video game developers, the 90s, things were strange. It's hard to explain. Like, I mean, I suppose most kids these days, you say to them, hey, do you know you used to be able to rent games? They'd be like, rent games? Why would you even rent a game? Huh? Essentially, is what he says there. Yeah. Do you mind? Eesh. Eek. But he ain't done. Oh, I've accidentally done that lock-on thing. And I've done it again. And then he's going to do his charge. And there's that problem again. So I've accidentally moved, because I tried to change weapons while holding the button in, it switched to aim mode, which is horrific. So that means that I can't duck and shoot at the same time then when it switches aim mode. That's the first boss anyway. But this is where the game gets quite interesting anyway, in the fact that you can then choose which path you want to take. So you can either chase after that guy, or you can go back to your own base. And of course in Japanese we don't know what we're doing, so let's go back to our own base. I think that's the first choice. Yeah, does this look familiar? Like, this game is amazing. It's really good. It's just balls to the wall hard. And like I said, that whole thing where if you try to change your weapon whilst shooting, that it actually changes your aim mode, makes things just so fidgety. I love that guy shooting the absolutely massive bomb at you there. Then here comes a weird crab mech from Ghost in the Shell. I'd have been dead multiple times here if I was playing the American version or the English version. Spicy crane arm time. Past the game. I'm not sure what you mean, man. And this is where it gets really silly. God, that is some precise jumps you have to do to get past that. Also, this thing touches you, it kills you, by the way. Because Contra. Oh, no, it's bouncy balls instead. But I can't slide anymore, so you must have to be very precise to avoid those. And then check this out. Oh, I've accidentally switched aiming mode instead of switching weapons there. Good stuff. This doesn't seem to have the same frame drop versions of Super Contra and Contra 3. So we've got to give it that. Oh yeah, he would have to play carefully to play through this entire game. Like, I mean, that's just level 2 and already things have amped up beyond belief. But yeah, that's quite enough Konami not Konami, Contra for today. I'll come back to it if they actually patch the game so I can play through Super C and play through Contra 3. But as it stands at the moment, like the drop frames just make those games unplayable. Like, I mean, it is fucking disgraceful just how lousily it runs. Like, I'll just show you again. Will you see the drop frames here? It's terrible. You went through the game several times. Nice one. It's not one... I didn't have a Mega Drive growing up. I borrowed it sometimes, but I only had a Super Nintendo. And nobody I knew with a Mega Drive actually had Super... or Contra Hardcore. Or Probotector, as it would have been known over here. See, drop frames already. It's starting to stutter at this stage, and I mean, this is the first level and it's already starting to stutter. Like, that's terrible. This is supposed to be a Contra collection, and it just runs like crap. Like, I mean, you shouldn't be having drop frames when the game gets busy. If anything, the SNES had slowdown, but it didn't have drop frames, which just completely make it difficult to control. It's terrible. And as such, I won't play it. Until they fix it, I ain't gonna play it. Yeah, and there's the Mega Drive version. I'll just show that off. Instead, you have 3 robots. Or 4 robots, sorry. There was always the robot as player 4. See? Even the wolf's a robot now for some reason. I don't know why. And they're all given very generic names like CX-13. Even your commanders are a robot. I don't know why. But it's back to the Western version of basically being balls to the wall difficult, of everything killing you with a single hit. Yay! Now I know that's more traditionally Contra for things to kill you with a single hit, but it does make what was already a tough game even more absurdly difficult, you know? The thing I do like about this game is it seems to be like completely over the top visceral and whee! I would love to actually learn this game and get good at it at some stage though. The fact that it doesn't have dropped great frames may make this the only one that I can actually do that with. I like his little happy dance he does there, it's amazing. That's another fidgety thing about this here, like again, if they have properly programmed this for the 6-button controller, you should be able to switch between your weapons like at will, you know what I mean? But you can't. It only actually was designed with a 3-button controller in mind, which makes this really awkward. You see, you can only shoot between shot 1 and 2. That's it. You can't actually, which is rather unfortunate in my opinion anyway, you can't just switch between, you know, move left and right between your weapons. There's no way to do that there. And also, heaven forbid you try to change your weapons whilst firing, because then you're going to switch aiming modes and potentially get yourself killed. Up we go. Duck. All about learning the patterns. What are you? Why don't you come and find out? This is Dr. Geo Mandrake at the Research Center. We are under attack by a group of aliens. Please come and help. Blast! What should I do? Let's rescue the Research Center. We'll rescue literally the entire building, apparently. Huh. Ah! I think I may need to reset my reader because the stream display on this is astonishingly poor. And yeah, this is where it takes a few leaves out of the Super C book, or sorry, Super Contra book. You gotta love the fact that they hit enemies and missiles. That's a very inefficient form of attack. But yeah, the game ain't done throwing cameos at you. Here's this guy again, he's back. Except he's way more difficult to deal with in this version. Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. God, these are awkward to dodge. Something that would be nicer would be if you were actually just able to hold a button to lock your aiming position, like in the SNES Super Contra 3 or whatever subtitle you want to call it. But unfortunately you can't. I'm fine, but you must stop when they're after the X-Drive. X-Drive, uniquely developed energy system with unimaginable power.
So the rampaging robot was just a clever diversion.
Well, you got the idea. Anyway. Contra Hardcore, or Pro Protector, or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Brutal, but awesome. But also with its problems. Like I said, you got this here, that means you can't duck any of them. This is just fidgety as all fuck. You can't skip cutscenes, unfortunately. Can I skip your cutscene, please? No, you can't, I'm sorry. That's essentially what he's saying. Like I said, heaven forbid you try to change weapons whilst shooting in this game. And given the fact when you're not shooting, that's almost a death sentence. I guess it's something you just have to learn to get used to, but it's something that really throws me. You should have a specific lock-on button. Oh no, I'm too late. This is probably hilarious death coming for me. Yeah, I figured as much. Oh wow, okay. Yikes. Oh, he's raging about that. So you need to learn the drop pattern of all those as well, huh? That's not awkward. Oh, and you can still get killed by him at the top of the screen. Nice. Well, there we go. Contra collection. That's quite enough for me. Cheers for watching.